Sketchy. So now we're going to use a really light gray. Now notice how I did start with the floor. I kind of did that intentionally because then I can go over with other colors. Now with the concrete, I went right over the stair. I didn't mean to do that, so we're going to have to do some work to fix that. With the concrete, I'm making it more of a colored look. And again, I'm literally pressing in. And you'll notice that for concrete, it should be dark, and I'm letting it fade to nothing, okay? Because it just seems more organic that way, I guess. And I'm going to do the same thing down here, really dark at the floor level and up to nothing. So I'm going to even let it go off, and I'm going to let it go down, okay, into the floor, but it should be very vertical when I do that. All right, so in that sense. Was it funny? Just,
you look like you almost tripped yourself.
I did, very vertical. So yeah, got low blood pressure. All right, so same thing. What I do at the edges is I'm going to take the areas of the wall. Now I think what I'll do is take this all the way out. What do you guys think? The concrete, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right. And I just want you to notice the process. Do you see that? I'm still using it like a pencil in a way when I want it to seem architectural. So I'm just kind of being like whatever, across, finding edges so I never end up with a heavy, heavy outline, but rather I get that, which I'm actually digging right now. So again, same thing over here. I will build into those areas where I know I want shadow. Now, I do want it on this side, don't I? Because the light comes here. So here's what happens, just so we understand where the darkest areas are. This cannot look colored. We know that. We know that this side's darker than that, correct? We know that. We talked about this before. And I need for that to look like a stair, so I'll add a white pencil crayon later. I've got to give this a darker spot here. On the top surface, I think I'm just going to emphasize edges at the very top because we know that's a number 1. Emphasize edges. I know that this side should match this side. So inside the tub, I'll add water later because it's a layering effect. So I want the water to be over the concrete. So this should be darker. This should be like a little bit sort of in the middle. And then I'll let the bottom of the tub fade away to nothing. Okay? This is what we're dealing with here. All right, that sort of idea. Now that would be enough for me. I might just take a little bit more here, but in this C shape. Yeah, I take corners.
Oh.
Just, you know what I mean? Like
Thinking with the wall.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but like in that
like,
sense.
What?
That's how we do that there, okay? That's where I want you guys to kind of get with the sketchy feel. Now, let's keep going. Let's take, and notice how this was so much more architectural than that. Do you see how it looks like a little bit of a different material? Now, is anyone have a white pencil crayon and a black pencil crayon while I use some of the pen? Because for the concrete, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this pen work, come back into the edges.
I don't see any in there. Yes, I do.
And you know that beautiful pen work you guys did on the landscape? You know how like that was so good and you copied? We need to then say, well, I need to like bring that into my sketches here as well.
Yeah, you were touching it.
I can see it from the pens. And not be too afraid of that. Now with concrete then, of course, we're going to have like,
Little dots.
yeah.
Little dots. Dots.
I'm going to give the fireplace a little bit of, you know.
They're actually got wood.
And where would the dots go, guys? The dots are going to go in the area. You know how I said like see? No, that was too many. I overdid it, but still, we get the idea. The dots need to go sort of more in the area of shade, okay? I'm going to do a little bit on the floor here, but this is going to be a different feel, a little more particular. Well, I guess. Cross. Nail spots or whatever. Okay, so it starts to have a bit of an industrial feel, and that should work for me. Now with this